All right, and welcome to the Pump Fake Extra, me and JP Acosta. So, for those of you, by the way, this is not an original idea by any means. I saw Dan Soder, one of my favorite comedians, doing this, and I was like, wow, that does look very fun, so I'm going to do it. JP and I are going to be opening a pack of 1990 NFL Pro Set cards, looking at who we get. And just enjoying the nostalgia of opening football cards. Were you a big football card kid? Are you a big person into it now?
No, I was not a big football card kid. I was big into Pokemon cards, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's see that we're reversed there. I was never into Pokemon cards, but I was ginormous into this. So 1990s Pro Set is what we're going to be going through today. And the first card, JP, is actually a Super Bowl card. And it is, I believe it's Super Bowl I, and it is Packers-Chiefs.
Oh, wow.
So just the Super Bowl card, and on the back it just kind of gives, where it took place. Jack Whitaker and Ray Scott did play-by-play for CBS. Packers beat Kansas City 35-10. January 15th, 1967. Super Bowl I, gotta love it. All right, we're getting into some players now. Here we go. All right. Benny Blades of the Detroit Lions.
Ooh, Benny Blades.
Benny Blades. Now I want to say Benny Blades.
That was a U player. He went to the U.
Did he go to the U?
Did he? I want because
you were right. Yes, Miami. Yes.
Yeah, because the Blades family huge in the U. I think it's Al Blades, Benny Blades. I think there's Al Blades Jr.
By the
I'll
way,
go back and look.
Benny Blades a great name.
Yeah.
It's like first team all name.
Yeah.
Benny Blades for the Lions.
Both the Blades.
The Brian Blades is the other one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that right? I want to say it was Brian Blades. Yeah, I think
Let me see.
That's about right. Yeah, let's do some Benny Blades lore here real quick on the card pack opening show here. I want to say it was Brian Blades.
Let's see.
Or at the very minimum, it was another name that started with a B.
There's Brian Blades.
Okay, so there was Brian Blades. All right.
There's Al Blades.
Okay.
Who had Al Blades Jr., who currently played at Duke.
Okay. Well, there we go. Big Blades family then. Well, again, we'll give everybody a look at the card. Benny Blades of the Detroit Lions. Love to see it. All right. Next up is, we got a quarterback, Las Vegas Raiders, Steve Berline.
Ooh.
A journeyman and a half, Steve Berline, by the way. But this was year 4 of his career, so we didn't get all the bouncing around yet. But Notre Dame product. Started with the Raiders in his career. Let's look at his stats up until this point. Not a bad 1989 season. 13 touchdowns, 9 picks. Guess what do you think his completion percentage was this year?
Oh man, 57.
49.8.
Hell yeah, that's real hoops right there. That's real hoops.
You know, sometimes I think especially there's a few guys in this era that might have just kicked so much ass in 91. I think if you put Anthony Richardson in 1990, Hall of Famer.
I think you can get worse than that. You put Jameis Winston in the 80s or 90s, he is the greatest quarterback of all time.
You might have me there. All right. Oh man, you'll appreciate this. We got 1990 Pro Bowler, Hall of Fame guard, Bruce Matthews.
That's right.
There you go.
That's heritage right there. Bruce Matthews.
Yeah, it sure is.
Matthews family.
Gotta love it.
The royal family of trench play.
I was gonna say one of the best offensive linemen of all time. One of the best. Bruce is the one who played all over. He played tackle, played guard, played center. He did everything for the Oilers. Incredible. This is the perfect show for JP. We got more guard play and one of the best of all time. We got Randall McDaniel.
That's right.
One of the best ever. Randall McDaniel, I think he played. Now, am I thinking of Randy McMichael? But there was a Randall of some sort who played 20 years, and it might have been Randall McDaniel. Let's pull up Randall McDaniel's stats real quick.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. We need a producer for this show. He
played 14 years.
14 years, okay.
And started in every single game from 1990 to 2001.
What a legend. What are the All-Pro Pro Bowl numbers looking like?
Let me check. 12-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro, Hall of Fame, all 1990s team.
Would you look at that? All right. So, yeah, big get there. Back to back, we go Bruce Matthews and Randall McDaniel, and then we cap it off with Vinny Testaverde.
The only way you can cap that off.
By the way, like Vinny Testaverde obviously didn't live up to his Heisman. We won the Heisman at the U. First overall pick by the Bucks. Didn't have, that kind of, superstar career, but played 20 years in the NFL. Is top 20 in passing yards of all time. Granted, if you, played 20 years, I'm sure you could, stack up some record. By the way, on the back, look at the hair. We get a good look at this dude.
Elite hair right there.
Look at that. That's the good stuff.
That's super like 80s, 90s.
Incredible. Oh yeah. By the way, all-time face mask coming here. This looks incredible. This is 90s football. But another Pro Bowl card. We've got Chargers linebacker Leslie O'Neal.
Incredible.
Just great aesthetic. The visor too.
The big shoulder. We need to bring back the big shoulder.
I sincerely don't know how dudes played in those.
Because you're not moving fast. You're running forward and trying to hit people hard.
Fair enough.
Big shoulder pads.
I suppose that's a decent point you make. All right. Next one. I'm not going to pretend to be familiar with this fella's career, but we got New York Jets running back Johnny Hector.
Ooh. Again, incredible face mask for a running back.
Having the one bar down the middle, yeah, it looks good.
Very, very fullback core.
Yes. All right. So this is up until 1990. So from 83 to 89, didn't have a 1,000-yard season. Looked more like a rollback. Definitely a dual threat back. So in 89 had 702 rushing yards and 38 catches and 2 touchdowns out of the backfield receiving wise. So yeah, nice little. What would be his comp today? I think maybe like a Tajay Spears type. In 1990.
Yeah.
All right. We got another running back here. It doesn't. Oh no, we've got another fun single bar down the middle face mask, and it is John Settle of the Atlanta Falcons.
Again, the Falcons need to bring back those jerseys.
Oh, 100. I think that they're gearing up to do that. I want to say that when they are allowed to change their uniforms again, that's what they're going to be doing as soon as humanly possible. Because the current ones suck. Not good at all.
Yeah, I think they need to bring back those jerseys because they already brought back the black ones.
Yeah, if you're already taking those steps, even if they went with the early 2000s black helmet and that look, that's fine too. That was a good look. I enjoyed that. But the red helmet, man, yeah, it makes too. By the way, it's part of the set now. Hold on. The newest helmet as part of the backdrop is right here. There we go.
Hell yeah.
I'll give everybody a nice look at this. Yeah, we just added this to the backdrop. There it is. Atlanta Falcons. All right. Next up, another Pro Bowl card from the Buffalo Bills, linebacker Shane Conlon.
Again, the big shoulder pads.
Massive shoulder pads.
The big shoulder pads with the
the neck roll?
Collar,
yeah.
Elite linebacker aesthetic.
Very, very 90s.
Who was it for the Pack? I think it was Gilbert Brown, who had the big shoulder pads, cowboy collar, dark visor,
and both elbow pads and stuff too. Yeah,
incredible aesthetic.
First team All-Star. Let's see if we can find a good picture of Gilbert Brown here to put to the screen because was it what number? Is it 97, 93? 93? Okay, let's look. Gilbert Brown of the Packers. Get it? Yeah. Oh my Lord! Look at this absolute unit.
They don't make them like that anymore, folks.
That's remarkable. Just incredible.
One of the best aesthetics for any player in NFL.
Incredible. All right, next up we got 49ers cornerback Don Griffin.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let's see. Any interceptions for this fella up until this point? Oh, 1989 had 6 interceptions. Oh, no, I lied. 2 interceptions, 6 return yards. I lied. So from 86 to 89, though, 10 picks, 163 tackles in total.
10 picks. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 picks across a 4-year span.
The ball. 10 picks? That's insane.
Yeah, from 86 to 89 in total, not in 1 year, but still.
Oh, I thought it was in 1 year.
No,
like, what the
no.
heck?
I was gonna say, how have I not like really heard of this guy too much if he had 10 picks in a year? But yeah, 10. So rookie year had 3, next year had 5, didn't have any in 88, had 2 in 89. So 10 picks in total from 86 to 89. Yeah, seems like a solid. I mean, that was probably their Diamador Lenore of the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, good for Don Griffin. Wonder what he's doing now. All right, next up. Oh, we got a Hall of Fame induction card. R.I.P. Franco Harris.
Legend.
Love to see it. Also, by the way, another fun face mask.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got a punter. You don't see a punter too much. So, incredible spelling too with this name. So, Indianapolis Colts. I think was it still Baltimore back then? Nope, Indianapolis. They moved in '84. Had my timing off. But anyway, punter Ron Starks, but R-O-H-N. The spelling of Ron.
Would it be Roan?
It might be Roan. But yeah, look up that dictionary pronunciation of Roan/Ron.
Let's see.
Oh, what's this?
He went to Florida State. How about that?
Oh, look at that.
He got picked in the 2nd round?
I'm sorry, what?
He was a 2nd round pick.
He sure was. 2nd round pick in 1982. Look, man, this is why the Colts sucked. You're taking a punter in the 2nd round. What are you doing? Just
to be fair, he also lettered in track and field.
Okay, good for him.
He did the high jump.
Well, good for him then. Good for Ron/Roan Stark.
And was the Metro Conference outdoor decathlon champion in 1979.
Okay, so this dude was just a pure athlete who just happened to be awesome at kicking a ball.
Apparently.
Hey, good for him. All right. New York Giants nose tackle Eric Howard. I mean, that is a burly
is a nose tackle if I've ever seen one.
That is a well-fed burly white.
That's country strong.
That is country strong. I'm trying to figure out what he looks like every New York 80s cop here. Mustache, like a handlebar mustache. Nice head of hair on him, too.
He looks like the grizzled police chief who goes out on one last job before retirement.
That's a good comp. Yeah, I like that.
Very like Starsky and Hutch.
Yes. All right, and then the last card is wide receiver Roy Green from the Cardinals. Let's see what Mr. Roy Green did.
Was he wearing 31 or 81?
He is wearing 81.
Okay, I was going to say, they let a receiver wear 31?
Right. So he is, let's look at his numbers here. Nothing crazy. In 1983 and 1984, he had back-to-back seasons of 78 catches. Actually, in those 2 years, big baller. In 1983, over 1,200 yards. 1984, over 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. So pretty nice little career for Roy Green. Kind of peaked there, but for the most part, developed. He had 3 years of over 1,000 yards. Nice receiver. Good for Roy Green. Now this we can scratch it off and maybe we'll win a trip to the 1990 Pro Bowl in Honolulu.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Do I have a coin here where I can scratch something off? Oh man, I should have prepared for this. Actually, hold on, I've got this thing. We'll use this to. Can you imagine what would happen if we won?
I think the NFL would laugh at our faces if we were like, "Hey, we want to go to the Pro Bowl in Honolulu."
Okay, we're scratching. Let's look at this first one. We want to go to Honolulu. Okay. So you collect points for free products. The more points you collect, the more valuable your free merchandise. You can get NFL Pro Line merchandise 2 ways. 1, free with points, or number 2, discounted 50% with partial points. It looks like, and by the way, this is pre-internet, so I don't know how we would even if we did just open this pack in 1990, how are we redeeming these if we did win?
I don't know. We gotta take them to like
Probably have to get some sort of like catalog thing and like mail it in.
For those people who were alive and like actually doing this stuff in the 90s, give us
let us know.
Here. I know one, Tyler Fornes. He was alive in the 90s. Maybe I'll ask him.
Yeah, well, let's send this to Forno and see what he can tell us. We did get 1 point, so I don't know how we redeem this, but we didn't get. So we got 1 here, and then we threw an incomplete pass here apparently. But I want to know how we redeem this. So send your full name and address to ProSet Gazette, and it gives us an address. So we're gonna be in contact with somebody in Dallas here to figure out what our 1 point's gonna get us. But solid pack though. I mean, a lot of good pack. A lot of Pro Bowl names. A lot of fun face masks. Good overall pack to start the series. And by the way, again, I know a lot of people are doing these unboxings. This is very much just our way of dipping our toe in it and seeing if the algorithm truly loves us and wants to give us a little bit of that unboxing views. If you didn't watch the original episode of the Pump Fake before the draft, me and JP gave our pre-draft top 10. So go and do that. Our power rankings going into the NFL draft. Go and watch that. Like and subscribe. Do all that fun YouTube stuff. And I'll let you plug again what you're doing here, buddy, on SB Nation.
Yeah, you can find my work at SB Nation. I am the lead football writer, but I specifically cover the NFL draft. I have a bunch of stuff coming out. Big board coming out tomorrow. Mock draft coming out the day of the NFL, first round of the NFL draft. I'll be covering the NFL draft live for SB Nation, be doing live grades for every pick for the first 2 days of the draft, and then just follow my reactions, see what I'm doing, see where I'm going.
And make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, review, do all that fun YouTube stuff. Go follow all of JP's work, go follow all of my work. Ton of NFL draft stuff coming to the channel as well, where we'll do especially a lot of Steelers stuff. We're doing a lot of live Steelers reactions. And then next week we'll be back to recap the NFL draft as a whole, winners, losers, best picks, worst picks, all of that fun post-draft stuff, and then gear up for, it will be OTAs, mini camp, then eventually training camp, preseason, and it'll fly by everybody. It's already flying by. So slowly but surely, we're getting there, and we'll be able to hear Scott Hansen tell us we're about to watch 7 hours of commercial-free football. It'll be here soon enough. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the first unboxing video. Keep tuning in for these as more time goes on. Have a good day. See you soon on the Pump Fake.